Hello everyone, this is G-Shock High Fashion Channel and welcome to another G-Shock unboxing review video. Today I'm gonna share another 35th anniversary special G-Shock watch, in this case from the Origin Gold series. I believe I already talked quite a few things about the watch on the channel before. I even made a comparison video where I compared this exact model with the GW5000 series, and in those videos I did point out some of my points and arguments and all those, and at the last of the video I also mentioned that I'm gonna grab this just to review to all of you guys, and this is it. First of all, this is the warranty card, international warranty card, and this will be the manual book. It operates on 3229 engine, which is exactly similar engine as a DW-5600 G-Shock watch. So this is the box and also the tin case, which I believe all of you guys already seen quite a lot, because almost every single 35th anniversary G-Shock watch came with this similar box, except for those Master of G, by the way, which is very cool looking. So I'm gonna put this thing over here. I have my skepticism about this watch before I grab the watch. I even mentioned a little bit about that in my monthly review video as well, of how I'm not a huge fan of this release because it is really simple, but that is from a regular consumer point of view. But if you are an actual fan, if you are really an enthusiast or even just a collector, this is a really nice add up in your collection, in my opinion. This watch is really something else, because you're only gonna get something like this whenever G-Shock is celebrating their anniversary, for example 30th or 35th or 40 or 45th. The one I'm holding right now is non-JDM version, but if I'm not mistaken the retail price are just the same. Yeah, look at that. We have a US $200 price tag down here and all this reference number and all those. So let me put this thing over here, and the retail price in Japan is also 20,000 Japanese yen. So what are the things that you are getting out of this G-Shock watch that have a similar engine like this? I'm just gonna highlight the feature that this model have, so you guys could judge by yourself either it's gonna be worth it or not. So right off the bat, we're gonna have a look at 2-button operation on both sides. Both have been IP plated to gold colorway, including the side screw as well. That tiny screws, yeah, IP plated to gold as well. Both sides go the same, and as you guys could already see, it came with this metal band keeper with 35th anniversary logo, IP plated to gold entirely, and glossy finish as well. And this will be the band buckle by Casio Thailand sign below it. Quite a bummer, I'm expecting to get a Casio Japan sign, but so far, if I'm not mistaken, the engine is fully made in Japan, so yeah, they got that covered over there. And this is the screw down case back model. So this is the big deal. If you are a true wristwatch enthusiast, you already know that a screw down case back is much better than a regular case back on the square model like this. And Casio G-Shock didn't just end over there, they actually made the watch band and bezel with a different mixture as well. Even they're just resin, this one is resin, this one is resin, and this one is resin as well. But the feeling when you're holding on to this model is totally different compared to basic model on the market. I believe I already mentioned this point as well in my GW5000 unboxing review video. So this is exactly the same thing. I could say that the feeling of holding onto one of this is the same as the feeling that you get when you hold on a GW5000 model that is gonna cost you twice as the price when you're getting this. So that is very nice, right? And that is for as the watch body, the build, the gold IP plated, the watch band and bezel material. What else that makes this watch special? And that is about the watch face. The watch face of this model is what makes it different compared to the ones on the 30th anniversary, compared to the one on 25th anniversary, and so on and so forth. And in this case, one major difference that I noticed as soon as I hold the watch on hand is that I saw some sort of metal layer, some sort of speaker grill that they add behind the display panel of the watch in the middle there. If you look closely, or when you tilt the watch at an angle, you're gonna see that they have some sort of metal sheets with a lot of tiny holes, and that sheet came with a circular hairline brush finish, which makes it very gorgeous. It makes the watch appears like metal even from the front, not just from the back. Like obviously it's metal, but when you look at it in the front, that just really makes a huge difference. And if I'm not mistaken, it's almost like the one that I just reviewed before on the channel called the GS500. If you check that video out, you're gonna see that that watch also came in a similar idea, where they add holes around the watch face, and when you turn on the electroluminescence, you're gonna see that even more. So that is the major difference. The rest I believe to be just the same as the original G-Shock that was released way back in 1983. They have this white Casio, next to it the lithium, and next to it, if I'm not mistaken, that is the alarm signal logo, one of the early functions that Casio G-Shock adopted in their watch. If I'm not mistaken, the original G-Shock that was released way back in 1983, the DW-5035C, have a 200-meter watch resistance written in this same color tone in this position. But this case, we're gonna have a look at Project Team Tough. If I'm not mistaken, the team that created this G-Shock in the first place, that is the water 20 bar resist placed at the most bottom, where they usually have an alarm chronograph writings. So that is the difference between this series compared to the first G-Shock, but the rest are just the same. The pattern are just the same. The colorway are also the same as well, black and gold accents, which makes the watch looks very simple to most of you guys, but if you are true fans, you're gonna understand the history behind this watch right away. So what else that makes this watch different compared to the model that you got on the market? For example, this DW-5600, this is from the Pigalle collaboration. Obviously, it's gonna look different, but the similarities between these two is the display panel, because both of them, again, operates on a similar engine. So as far as I could see, the display panel looks exactly the same. Like the clarity are just the same, the crisp and all are just the same as well. The rest obviously different because they are from different releases, but I could tell they are the same. But regardless, this is all the functions that you are gonna get out of this model. So done talking about the function of the watch and what makes this watch differs from the regular G-Shock watch on the market. Now let me put the watch on my wrist and just share to all of you guys how this watch gonna looks like, which I assume aren't a surprise at all. Even to me, I kind of get it already. I know how this watch gonna wear on my wrist. You guys already know how this watch gonna wear on your wrist as well because of how popular this watch is. I mean, it's just a square model, obviously you guys already know about this. But one thing that I need to point out is that the screw down case back is actually pretty thick down there. So when you wear the watch, you're gonna feel this metal part sitting on your wrist, and the hefty feels, the metal feels. This is really subjective, but I gotta say, you could really feel the price you paid to get one of this when you wear the watch. So that's something interesting, right? So here it is. I'm wearing a long sleeve here, and as you guys can see, there is it. This is more towards the enthusiasts, to the fans. You're gonna be appreciate this if you know the history, and also if you just want a screw down case back G-Shock for cheap, this is the time. You're not gonna get this at all after this, so this is it. If I'm not mistaken, Casio G-Shock will release the Glacier series next month, which gonna come with a clear jelly watch band and bezel. So if you don't like that, I highly recommend you guys to get one of these as soon as possible, because after this you're not gonna be getting this one anymore. And I believe that sums up all the things that I could share about this DW-5035D Origin Gold Square G-Shock watch. I'm probably gonna grab the round version next, or the frogman version. That we'll see about that. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. This is G-Shock High Fashion Channel, and